What is up, you guys? I've got a killer update for you guys on Project 64. As you guys can see here, minus this carbon fender. This is not for the truck. But in my last video, you guys, Project 64 is the budget build that we're going to do. We're going to do a build and flip. And I'm going to run a whole series showing you guys how to maximize your money and build a kick-ass lowered C10 bagged. So yeah, some of the parts actually started showing up. They're going to be parts showing up today, tomorrow, next week. I just already spent just short of 10 grand on parts. So some stuff will be coming up. Some stuff didn't ship in the same order, but let me show you what I got so far, guys. So first things first, we went ahead and got a painless body harness. We don't really want to deal with any of the old wiring, any of that stuff, trying to figure out why lights aren't working, turn signals, any of that stuff. So we went ahead and just spent the money. New painless harness. We'll get that installed and everything will be brand new switches and all that good stuff, guys. So we went ahead, got the, this is a 19 circuit, I believe. Yeah. 63 to 66, 19 circuit. With a fuse block. So that'll go in. We got, let's see, I'll just kind of mix everything up here. These came in the kit. This is the rear brake line for the truck. And let's see, yeah, just rear axle brake line kit. Then that is because we went ahead and got the CPP rear disc conversion. So got my e-brake cables here, guys. I went ahead and opened this and got all the packing paper out so I can make the video a little bit easier. We got brake lines to the actual calipers. We got our hardware, our T-bolts for the axles, some clamps. I believe these clamps are to hold some cables down. It appears, yeah, hold the brake lines down. We got our brackets, both pieces that we need to convert to disc brake, and we also got a bent up rear diff cover gasket. So we'll figure that out. Probably end up having to get a new one of those. But so we got all those. Let's see, now we got our calipers. Again, guys, like I said, this is a budget build. There are other options, and, you know, depending on your budget, you can go with a higher grade caliper. But we went with a single piston. And with the e-brake attachment, guys, this is a far better upgrade over the drums in the rear. So again, like I said, you guys can spend a lot more money. You guys can do Willwoods, Bears. There's all kinds of different brands out there you guys can go with. You guys can go with an upgraded version of CPPs for, you know, if you wanted to extend your budget. But we got this kit somewhere around $600 for the rears. And this kit comes with everything that you've seen in the box: the brackets, the brake cable, the brake lines, the calipers, and let me go ahead and pull out also new wheel studs. We also got discs for the rear. We didn't get them drilled. We didn't get them slotted. We just got solid surface rotors. Again, this isn't any sort of performance application, and the purpose of this is showing you guys that you guys can build these trucks on a budget. And you guys can find these trucks out here for a decent price. Not everything has to be completely custom. And I want to show you guys that you guys don't need to be a millionaire to go ahead and build these trucks. They can be done on a relatively low budget. And again, guys, this is the other disc for the rear. So we are going to keep it a 6-bolt rear. And that was the cheapest and easiest way to make this function and not have to get crazy involved in a project. I want to keep it to where you guys can pretty much bolt this stuff right up and boom, you guys are back on the road. So even if you guys aren't doing a fully bagged truck or anything like that, this is a great conversion to get you a little bit more modernized and riding better on the road. So I'll go ahead and put this stuff back in here. We don't want to get all the boxes all jacked up and parts all over the place. So one box at a time, guys. Put that off to the side. So one thing to note too, since I have a dealer account, I went through ATEC Motorsports, but for you guys that don't have a business and don't have an account set up with them, you guys can get this stuff through Summit. You can get this stuff from CPP. This is a CPP component, so you can go to CPP and get those painless. You can get it direct, or you can go through Summit or JAGS or whatever company you like using. So let me put this back up, guys. Brake line away. And I also want to let you guys know, I did use multiple vendors to achieve the best price point and the best available parts. I'll show you guys next this bad boy from Speedway. I just had my razor knife, so give me a second. Let me find that. I seemed to have misplaced the box cutter. Give me one moment, guys. It's out here in the shop. So this, guys, was the very first thing we purchased, and I jumped on it immediately because the price was perfect, and this is going to do exactly what we need. So I can also get rid of that box. Oh, short T-Rex arms, guys, my bad. This is Speedway's 30-inch universal steering column. This will adapt right in there. It has its own park, reverse, neutral, drive. It's a very common column that you see in old school hot rods. And we got the polished version, and it comes with all your handles, your gear selector, all your rings for your transmission components. There's your housing for your gear selector. And this is the bracket for your transmission linkage. Let's see. What else do we got here in this box? Somewhere in here should be handles. There we go. Here's our turn signal, our tilt, and our gear selector switch right here, guys. So again, this kit comes with everything you need. It also comes with a wiring diagram that shows you how to wire this up. The connector is attached down low. All of your connectors that you need to plug in. And guys, I got this. It's usually $400. This was it appeared to be a scratch and dent sale, and I got this for $279. So you don't have to be a big spender. You need to be able to search the internet, guys. I did a quick Google search and I found what I needed, and I just, immediately bought it. It's going to work perfect for what we need. We don't need a super expensive fancy column for a truck that's going to be a daily driver that you can ragtag on, to be honest. So that's the route we went, and it works out perfect. Let me put this top back on this. So I can put this off to the side. So that's rear brakes, steering column, body harness. These guys are from Switch Suspension. These are another dealer that I use. They're here in Arizona. They're out in Mesa. And guys, if you haven't heard of Switch, you guys are really missing out for all you air suspension guys and just suspension in general. These are the Dominator 2600 airlift bags. They're I don't want to say they're the cheapest bag. They're an economical bag. They're typically pretty common in a lot of builds. The bag, I think itself costs somewhere around $50. Comes with your 2 fittings as well as your air fitting as well. Has the mounts on the bottom, a 3-hole mount, 2-hole on top. And like I said, this is a budget build, so I could go with some Slam 7s or something like that where I spend a lot more money. But if you're not overly concerned about the bags, this is a great economical option. And so I got 4 of those. Still waiting on parts to come in. Like I said, the chopping block front drop member is going to come in. That's going to come with a rack and pinion. And then I have the chopping block back half, but it also needs airbags. But that's going to come with all my link bars, my notch, my bag plate, everything to mount this right up. And it's going to be like a direct bolt-on, guys. So that's the route I went. And then as far as price-wise, that front kit's about somewhere around in the $3,600 range. When you're all said and done, that's rack and pinion. That's all your hardware, this and that, your shocks. And then the rear kit is somewhere around the same price. And I think they're about 2 to 4 weeks out on lead times on building and shipping. So a future thought, planning and getting a game plan on how you want to do this quick, because also time is money. You don't want to have a project that sits in your shop for 2 years before you're able to get to it. So I literally ordered everything, and we're not going to start this project as far as putting parts on it until everything is here. What we will do is go ahead and start tearing the whole truck down completely so we can get the motor out, get the cab off, get the bed off, and just go ahead and give it a deep clean so that we can throw some spray on the chassis and go ahead and paint all the components that we're adding to it. And have this all go in phases. So it's all quick, it's precise, productive. We're not sitting around waiting on parts that we already took off, waiting for replacements. This truck needs to be able to move and roll around up until we start adding all the air suspension and all the disc brakes. So that's where my mind is at on this build. I don't have a huge shop space, so I don't want to occupy it with a truck that's in 500 pieces, guys. The last thing I want to show you guys, as you guys can see up on the top right here, it says Boyd Coddington. We got some cool wheels, guys. I'm super excited to put these on the truck. I think that they're going to take this build up just a nice, easy notch. I didn't go very big with them, you guys. These are 20-inch wheels. You can get out of hand. You can start narrowing the rear end and start putting wider wheels. But again, budget build. Why add all that stuff when you don't need to? We don't need a truck that has a 2414 on it, nothing like that. And these are all things that when you buy a truck like this, or the goal is to sell this truck. After you buy it, you can still go ahead and do all this stuff. You can take the rear end, get it narrowed, and put a bigger wheel on it. But if you want to just jump in something and you bought it and it's good to go, it's reliable and it runs and drives, this is a perfect option, you guys. And we only got one of them for some reason. That was kind of weird, but I would assume the rest should be coming in the next day or so. But I didn't want to tear the box up, but I guess I'm forced to now. check these guys out, dude. These things are so cool. These are 20 by 9 smoothies in a 6 lug. We're going to retain the factory 6 lug pattern. I didn't want to go through the hassle of converting to a 5 lug, and especially when these come with the center cap, you're not even going to see the lug. So what does it really matter, to be honest? You can still get the same components. Same thing with wheels. You know, 10 years ago up until recently, like 6 lug wheels were really hard to come by. You'd get stuck with some sort of Chevy off-road pattern. Well, not anymore, guys. You can buy the smoothies in 5 lug. You can buy the smoothies in 6 lug, and you know, they all around look great. They're going to have a chrome center cap. Let me see if it's actually in here. Yeah. Here it is right here, guys. You know, and again, there is other options. You know, if you have a better budget, you could go with a Detroit steel. You could go with original GM transports, anything like that. This right here, guys, is going to work perfect for our application, and it just looks so cool. So we will end up sourcing some wheels and tires locally. Not only do we want to build this as a budget build, but we want to support other local businesses, and I've used a tire shop for a long time, and I'm going to continue to use them. So we'll put some brand new wheels and brand new tires on these wheels, and then we'll get them mounted up, guys. But I think that's the last of the parts. We should have some more stuff probably tomorrow. So again, I'm just going to keep updating you guys with all the cool stuff that's coming in. I'm so excited to do this build, and I think it's truly going to be a fun build, and I think that you guys are going to enjoy the updates, the fabrication, all the quick fun stuff that we're going to do to build this thing proper and built to sell. So that's all I got for today, guys. The air suspension components should be coming in probably in the next couple of days. The drop members were about a week and a half from now. I ordered them Monday morning. So yeah, that's it for this update, guys. Starting Monday morning, we're going to start tearing stuff down. So I'm going to get you guys all up to speed on that, and we'll start doing some video on tearing this whole thing down and getting it ready for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like the wheels, you don't like them, what you would do different, because that could dictate how the next build and flip goes. You know, if I get a lot of negative feedback, get a lot of positive feedback, I will take that into consideration and see what I can do to make better products, better builds for you guys. So enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. And also, guys, go to my website, www.murillofabworks.com. Get yourself a shirt. I'm not wearing one of my shop shirts today, guys, but that doesn't mean you guys shouldn't be. Go rock my swag.